Hello Cosmic Fam, it's your girl Cosmic Jazz 222, and today I am back with another pick a card reading. This time it's regarding what's to come in the next 6 months. So basically, how's your life going to pan out in the next 6 months, and what you need to know, or some things that might occur, and what you should be aware of. So this is a timeless reading, but the day that I'm uploading this, it's currently June 2025. So for you guys who are watching my video just as I upload it, yes, it'll be until the rest of the year, but honestly, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to come across this video, this message is for you. For those who are returning, welcome back, Cosmic Fam. It's so good for y'all to be here. And for those of you guys who are just coming across my channel, hi, welcome. So just some disclaimers before we begin. This is all a general reading, so that means not every single thing may resonate or pertain to you, and that's okay. Just use my readings as confirmation, advice, and guidance, and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. So let's get into the piles. All right. We got 3 piles for you. Pile 1 is the Angel Aura Rose Quartz. And I'm going to give you guys a quick little look. Yes, we got the rainbow theme going. I was feeling colors today. But look, we got pile 1. All right. Pile 2 is regular Angel Aura Quartz. Still a beautiful crystal. Okay, yeah, there you go, you can see it. And then pile 3, you guys got the opalite. So take a moment, pause the video, meditate on each pile, and choose whichever pile crystal resonates with you. And I'll see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So if you chose the Angel Aura Rose Quartz, this message is for you. So this is a very pretty crystal, obviously, but it is rose quartz, just with whatever they use chemically to make it shiny like this. Yeah, so rose quartz is a crystal relating to love, compassion, and self-love more than anything. So I definitely feel like the next 6 months will be pertaining to those themes, or maybe you're calling that energy in. But what we're going to do first, let's put your crystal over here. What we're going to do first is we're going to look at your aura. I do have some of your oracle cards pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle the tarot cards on camera. But anyways, let's look at your aura for the next 6 months, or the energy you'll be dealing with. Anyways, we got success. Color orange is being highlighted, so I am getting the sacral chakra. And your oracle card for the next 6 months, the theme deals with community. Okay, number 8. So I'm already seeing the angel number 888. You could be a life path 8, but the number 8 deals with abundance. It deals with manifestations finally coming in physically. So what I can see in the next 6 months, you will be focusing on achieving many of your goals. All right. And the fact that we have success here, you will be successful. So whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been investing your energy into and even set intentions for, those things will be coming into fruition in the next 6 months. Specifically, I am seeing August being highlighted. We do have the number 8 here. Leo and Virgo, those signs are being highlighted as well. Now, I feel like whatever you are working on, it deals with community in some way, or your affiliation to community is what's going to help this thing or this goal truly succeed. But for many of you, yes, your goals does deal with working with a community, helping out, providing some type of service that actually does benefit everyone in the long run. So you could be somebody who naturally loves to give, who has a passion for giving back to the community, maybe volunteering. But what I can already see here is you have a lot of energy, manifestation power to make things happen. And because you're able to generate so much energy, and I'm going back to the sacral, you're very creative, you're very passionate, and you have a lot of amazing ideas. And these ideas are not only going to help other people, but it's going to help you succeed. So it's like when you are helping others, you end up helping yourself. And I'm seeing the infinity symbol in my mind's eye. So it's like what you dish out is coming back in. I'm getting karma. Good karma is the highlight for the next 6 months. An advice that is coming through is be sure to not only master, but foster your creativity. Make sure you're allowing yourself to be expressive in any way. I'm seeing somebody very expressive with their clothing, with their aesthetics, being bold, being authentic. If you're someone who likes to create art in some way, this could be through music, this could be through like the hands. I'm seeing the hands specifically. That is really going to help the energy move even a little bit faster. Now, I am seeing here, this looks like a rainbow, but obviously it's orange. So this is telling me all of this that's coming in has been promised. It's been something you envisioned, and you know this thing is meant for you. And I'm seeing you surrounded by a lot of people, like you're being celebrated, and you're being celebrated for what you not only achieved or what you're about to achieve, but how you are impacting everyone around you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting so far. Good vibes. We like that. I'm gonna put those cards over here. Okay, pile one, period. And I did mention, your rose quartz, this crystal, deals with love, compassion. So your heart chakra is also something that's being highlighted. It's really open. There's better days here, definitely coming. So anyways, let's get into your cards. Okay, so how's the next 6 months looking for pile one? I'm seeing parrots. Someone could have a parrot, or maybe that spirit animal is being highlighted, birds. But I'm seeing like colorful parrots. I'm seeing like tropical areas. So maybe you're planning to travel. But anyways, we got the Emperor as the first card. Aries. Shout out to everyone who has Aries placements. And I say this as a fellow Aries. That's crazy because I mentioned karma. And right now, as I'm recording this, Saturn is in the sign of Aries. Saturn is the planet of karma. So, ooh, we got the star here as well, Aquarius. So you could have Aquarius placements. Ooh, okay, flipping out like that. We have the King of Pentacles, or the God of Pentacles in this deck. Okay, so earth signs being highlighted. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You could have those placements as well. Wow, this is a prosperous time for you, pal one. I'm just like, wow, shocker. I'm seeing somebody sipping on some wine. Oh wow, whoa, okay, pal one, Jesus, okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we got Taurus. So I did mention Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. Those signs are also being highlighted. I'm also seeing snakes. You could be connected to the snake. I'm seeing healing. You're a healer, pal one. Maybe your goals deal with healing. And then we got the Seven of Swords. Oh, and we see we got a snake here too. With the Three of Swords, then a snake again. Okay, so I'm seeing snakes a lot. Now, what's the tea though? What's the tea? The next 6 months, like I said, it's going to be, I'm hearing harvest, like you're harvesting everything. So what I can see already with your cards, you are taking the wheel, or you've been taking the wheel this whole time, but I see you in so much, like you're a leader, you're in a leadership position, especially with Emperor. If it's not an actual leadership position, you're taking lead with your life. You're taking control. And it's not that you're going against what God or the universe has for you. You're actually working in tandem with God, Source, the Creator. That's what you're doing. And I'm seeing with the Emperor here, with Aries, you are making sure that you're executing every plan. It's like you're doing everything right. You're doing everything the correct way. And maybe in the past, I'm seeing, especially with the Three of Swords as the underlying energy, I do feel like, you went through some failures. You did go through some blockages, or you felt like life has taken you on so many pathways where you had to take U-turns. You had to veer off in this direction, that direction. It wasn't a clear, straight path. However, despite all the things that were thrown your way, you were able to take control and follow the path that was in front of you without question. So I'm seeing with the Emperor here, you're going to feel like in the next 6 months, you have your life under control. And with the star here, I'm seeing hope being highlighted for you. You're going to feel more hopeful, more optimistic. So if that's something you've been feeling, you've been wishing for better days, you've been hoping that you're feeling optimistic overall and you're in this positive mindset, yes, I see you in the next 6 months. That's what's going to be highlighted. I keep saying Leo, in Virgo season. So August is being highlighted. Somebody could be born in August. Now with the King of Pentacles, that's why I keep seeing like harvest. And I believe like late summer, early fall, that's when cultures harvest the plants they planted earlier in the year. So, and I keep seeing wine. Okay, this is a side note. Somebody might feel connected to Dionysus. That's a Greek god. He's a god of pleasure. If I can remember, his theme, his symbolism is grapes, ecstasy, that type of thing. So I'm definitely seeing you in a very relaxed state. It's like, I did that. I finally did it. And the Wheel of Fortune is telling me with Jupiter, this is ruled by Jupiter. This is all good karma. This is good fortune heading your way. Now with you're probably wondering, well, Jazz, what's the Seven of Swords? Well, I actually feel like this is your energy. You've been almost doing everything undercover. Like you haven't been telling people what your plan's been. It's like you've been working in silence. So I do see more attention heading your way in the next 6 months. I'm seeing you receiving a lot of attention. The spotlight is going to be on you. But I feel like so far, what you've been working on, you've been pretty quiet about it. And with the star here, yes, there's going to be more attention. I do feel like this is positive attention. Your career, like that's what's being highlighted. Your career, your life purpose is definitely going to be taking off in the next 6 months. You're going to feel the energy possibly right now as you're listening to this. And I'm seeing you in a very abundant state. I'm seeing more money. You're going to feel very financially stable. Yeah, it's like you're hitting the jackpot. Like finally, it's your time. Your time to receive recognition. Some of you guys might be becoming more well-known. Like your public reputation is going to be amazing. People will be respecting you, looking up to you. For some of you guys, I do feel like a lot of you are business, like you guys own a business, or you're starting your business. It's definitely giving CEO vibes. I'm not gonna lie, it's giving CEO vibes. But if it's not that, you're moving up the ladder. Let's clarify. So Pal 1, wow, okay. Let's clarify the Emperor. King of Wands. Someone here could definitely be a fire sign. So again, Leo, Aries, also Sagittarius. But it's crazy how there's so many, I'm seeing a lot of people, like individuals in your reading. So we're gonna get into that. We got the Fool. I really feel like you're either launching something in the next 6 months, or you're starting a new journey. You're starting a new chapter in your life. And it's like you have control. We got the Tower. This is completely different. We also got the Devil here and that Tower. Okay, we're gonna get to that. That's Capricorn energy. We're gonna get to that. Okay. And then we're at the Queen of Cups as the over energy. So what this feels like, I feel like part of this new chapter involves you leaving. So yeah, that's crazy. It's like you're leaving either a part of you, or you're leaving like an old environment, because I'm seeing you expanding. That's the whole point of the next 6 months. You're gonna be expanding, but there's certain things that you're leaving behind. This even can include people. So for example, let's say, you've been planning on leaving a job or disconnecting from some type of business partnership. I feel like because a lot of success is coming your way, that's going to allow you to detach from the old So let's say you've been applying to jobs, right? And you get a new job. That involves you leaving the old job. And I do see with the King of Pentacles, yeah, that might be creating some tension. So something that is coming up in the near future, you might be noticing shifts among your dynamics with work, with your coworkers. Because I'm seeing like a huge shift. The Tower is all about drastic change. So what this is telling me is you're going to be in a different environment, or the energy surrounding your career is going to be completely different. It's changing. It's good change. However, it may feel a little bit uncomfortable at first. So I will have to let you know about that. All right. And I keep seeing parrots. I do feel like people will be discussing your career change. So some of you guys, you are changing careers, or you're taking a risk, a calculated risk that ends up paying off. But people will be talking about this. I want to clarify this Tower though. What is this? Because the Fool is all about you taking action. jumping into something. The King of Wands is like, I have my eyes on the prize. I'm going to do it. No matter who tells me what, I don't care. This is what my desires are. This is what I want. And I keep seeing you're leaving an old situation. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. So this could either be a job that was stressful, or this could be a person you used to deal with. This could be romantic. This could be family, but there is possibly an earth sign you are leaving behind. Four of Wands. This could be a home situation. Hope situation that you're disconnecting from. Two of Wands. Now, take what resonates. If home life has been pretty difficult, I do see there is issues surrounding home. Okay, that will be the one thing that's kind of like messing with you mentally. And maybe that's why you're going to be so focused on your career. And I'm thinking about the 4th and 10th house, because that axis deals with home, which is the 4th house, and the 10th house deals with your career and public image. So I would say, because home is going to feel a little bit stressful, I keep seeing like disharmony, maybe arguments. This could be with a parent, this could be with a partner, and that's causing you to focus more on work. I would say be careful of becoming a workaholic, because at the end of the day, even when you're finished with work or your business, you're going to have to come home, and that's what you're dealing with. So I do see there's going to have to be some planning, some type of compromise here, if that's been an issue. But I do see communication. I see an attempt to fix whatever is going on at home, but it is causing some stress. If it's not that, it could be issues with the home itself, like the house, maybe some repairs that needs to occur. Yeah. So let me know how that resonates. Clarify the 8 of Cups. What's this detachment that I'm seeing with Power 1? Yeah. So I would say, if it's not dealing with home, there is something you are walking away from, Power 1. And the 9 of Cups is telling me you're walking away to find better. And there's movement. You're moving forward. So maybe you are leaving a home. Maybe you are looking elsewhere. Maybe this is dealing with, a relationship. But the good news is, no matter what you do, by you disconnecting, you're walking into better opportunities. Okay. Okay, so let's get into your oracle cards, which I'm excited for. But the next 6 months looks very productive. It's your wedding season. That's what this feels like. Wedding season, and I'm seeing a lot of support. Anyways, so we're going to first start off with this deck. Expansion. Sounds about right. And we got endings 999. So, you know what I'm seeing in my mind's eye? It's like you've been tied down and committed. Now it's all about you expanding elsewhere. It's about you leaving. It's about you taking a leap of faith. And I feel like now it's good. So I did mention 888 earlier. That's you manifesting things. 999 is telling me that you're ending to walk away to move forward. Let me look at the other cards. We have Person of Water, the emotional idealist. So we got water signs being highlighted. Like I said before, you are very empathic. I feel like you are a compassionate person. Maybe, like I said, you're a healer. And this card says healer. You could be a counselor, an advisor. People might go to you for advice. We have Shooting Star. Aries, again, is showing up number 8. We have headache, poor health, disease, underlying conditions. I keep seeing something about the mind. You could be feeling overly stimulated. And then we got biker. Number 7, this is Libra. So Aries, Virgo, and Libra is being highlighted. I do see you doing things for yourself. And that's what I'm seeing with biker. You're moving on. And this is somebody who wants freedom. So like I said, you possibly have been feeling tied down. Maybe you felt like, dang, when is everything going to pop off? When can I just start and go and get the green light? Yes, 6 months. Within the next 6 months, you're going to be seeing that green light for yourself to move forward. And I'm seeing a wish fulfillment. Now, the problem is, I would say the only problem I'm seeing is, yes, your mental health. Maybe you're feeling overly stimulated. I feel like everything's going to be happening pretty quickly and it might be a little bit difficult to adjust. I do feel like with stability, like emotional stability, mental stability, that's something you could be working on in the next 6 months. Make sure if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, have time to rest. Definitely have time to rest. Make sure you're taking a breather, taking breaks. If you need a vacation, go ahead and do that, because I see you're very busy. You're accomplishing a lot. You're making all this money. But it just feels like when it comes to your stability, dealing with your home life, that is something that feels a little bit unstable because you're focusing too much on your career, which, I mean, I feel like the way things are progressing, as you should, because you worked hard for this moment. But make sure, because you're empathic, make sure you are allowing yourself to breathe. And if you need support, make sure you have the right people around you to give you that emotional support to really ground you. Okay, so I see you going like nonstop, it's like lightning speed, and you're like a shooting star. You're like a shooting star, and sometimes we got to slow down. So if I can give you any advice, make sure you are taking that time for yourself. All right, and then the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from this deck. So let's see. It's crazy how I mentioned lightning speed and I'm hearing thunder in the distance. So you're powerful, Pal One. Like you're a force to be reckoned with. It's like you're a storm. You're a storm. And I just heard you're taking the industry by storm. So whatever industry you're in, yeah, you're going to be making lasting impact, especially on community. We have Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So the fox could be something you're seeing, like a spirit animal. So I'm seeing parrots, fox, and this is all about being strategic. Someone could work in healthcare, because I'm seeing someone dealing with health. We got broken ring, parting of ways in either romance or business. Yeah, I kept seeing you walking away. You have to end something first before all this can really pop off, It's dealing with family. Family sorrow. And then we have money. Money will be coming to you. Okay, Pal One, I had to pause your reading real quick because the storm was getting a little bit hectic, so I had to make sure, all is good in my environment. But anyways, yeah, just tying back to what I was saying, I feel like you're definitely disconnecting, even with broken ring here. And this is part of the shifts that's happening in the next 6 months. But it's almost like this separation or this disconnecting that I'm seeing is opening up the path, and it's almost like you are looking out for yourself finally and not allowing anyone or anything to bind you or to hold you back. Like I said, I'm seeing a lot of money heading your way. You feeling financially abundant, you feeling stable, and I'm hearing like being financially independent, like literally feeling like that. Okay, so we're gonna pull a few more. Some of you could literally be separating from somebody, and it's almost like you've been planning. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why the Seven of Swords showed up earlier, because you've been planning like your escape. I'm not trying to make it more than what it is, but that's what this is feeling like. You've been working in silence. You've been quietly planning for your future. And, it's just to ensure no one tries to sabotage or get in the way or try to convince you. We have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And you're the one who's creating this change. Wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Like I said, and this is falling underneath broken ring. Yeah, there's somebody in your camp. There's somebody around you who isn't really supporting you. And I feel like it's like King of Pentacles. It doesn't matter what their sign is. This is someone who you possibly are sort of dependent on. Like maybe there is some form of codependency, but whoever this is, if this is a person or an environment, it's like it's been holding you back and you need to break free from this energy. because you have a life ahead of you. You have so much to accomplish, and it seems like this person is a burden, or they're creating burdens for you. That's really unnecessary. This could be a family member. This could be a relative. For some of you, it is a partner you're thinking about disconnecting with. We have pleasure with a close friend. Dog up close. You could be talking to a friend about this. There is a friend that's being highlighted who's trying to, I guess, provide support from you. Definitely take that support. We have jug, lighthearted, and carefree time. And I do feel like with the money that's coming in, you'll have enough time to like take a vacation or take breaks, take time off. Like I keep saying autonomy. Like you're gonna have more autonomy in the next 6 months with your life. And you're stepping into a new experience. We have leg. Like you're dipping your toe in the water and you're finally jumping headfirst straight into it. And the underlying energy is dolphin. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. And this is good karma. So with that being said, Pal 1, I hope this resonated. Congrats in advance, because yeah, you're taking off. You're a shooting star, and nothing and no one should stop you. So let me know your story in the comment section. I would love to read it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the Angel Aura Quartz, this will be your reading. So this definitely is connected to the crown chakra specifically, and this deals with higher consciousness. But if you want to look at other meanings of Angel Aura Quartz, because there's so many meanings to many crystals, so I would suggest looking it up, because you might be gaining more messages. But I'm definitely getting the crown chakra being highlighted. So next 6 months there might be some spiritual experiences or awakenings you'll be dealing with. I'm hearing spiritual upgrades. So yeah, let's see. So what we're gonna do first, I have your oracle cards pre-shuffled, but I'm gonna be shuffling your tarot cards on camera. But we're gonna first start off with your aura for the next 6 months, or basically the energy you'll be dealing with, along with the theme. So this will be your theme. All right, so your energy for the next 6 months is love in reversed. Overall energy is in between worlds, number 3. So you could be seeing flamingos. That could be a spirit animal you'll be noticing. Okay, so Pal 2, you're definitely going through a transition in the next 6 months. I'm seeing you're leaving an old world behind, and you're looking for some form of expansion. You're looking for a way out. And it looks like you're leaving something behind that's something you were connected to emotionally. Now, for some of you, this could possibly be a relationship that recently ended, or maybe a connection is about to end, like a friendship. This can be a friendship, but a connection is about to end, and you're just mentally preparing. They say before a breakup or a separation happens, one person or one party is mentally clocked out first, like mentally you left already, but it's just what needs to happen physically is what's next. So with love reverse, I'm not saying this as you not having love or you not receiving any love. This is more like you reevaluating your understanding of connections overall. You may have felt like it's almost like your perspective of love, your perspective of forming a connection with someone will be changing in the 6 months. Your perspective is changing. You're noticing some unhealthy patterns. You're noticing that there's certain people around you that really doesn't have your best interest, or maybe you're outgrowing them. But I'm definitely seeing your heart chakra is definitely the highlight for the next 6 months. So your perspective is changing. You will be going through some transitions. You will be transforming. But the good news is with the flamingo, oftentimes when I see a flamingo, I think of love, because similar to a swan, flamingos, they pair up, and they're the color pink. So I actually feel like you might be connected to the color pink. That might be your aura. Inviting more love. It's like, because your perspective is changing, there's more self-love coming in, and there's more like compassion coming from people. Like you're inviting that energy in. But I definitely see you going through like a metamorphosis stage. But let's get into your tarot. It's kind of giving Venus retrograde. So I'm wondering if some of you guys are born during a Venus retrograde or something happened during one. I forgot when the most recent one occurred, but anyways, let's see what you need to know. Okay, we got a card flying out. 5 of Cups reversed. Okay, pile 2. What can they expect in the next 6 months? Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing going by water will be very healing. The ocean. 7 of Cups. Then death, which is what I was seeing, the transformation. Wow, this is powerful upgrade starts coming through. And the over energy is the 4 of Swords. So what I can see so far from your energy, 5 of Cups reversed, this is telling me that yes, this is confirming you went through some type of emotional turmoil or emotional loss. But the good news is, it seems as if you are making progress in healing from it, forgiving if forgiveness is needed. And you're choosing to move on. You're choosing not to hold any grudges because that obviously keeps you stuck in the past. So the next 6 months, I'm seeing a lot of healing, emotional healing coming in, and you no longer being attached to what has happened, what was lost. I'm hearing no love has been lost because the love you give out was genuine. So don't regret the love you gave out. That love comes back to you eventually. That's what I'm hearing. Now, I am seeing the Ace of Pentacles with the 7 of Cups. There is an opportunity though. Okay, there is an opportunity being presented to you, but it's one of many. So if this, for example, is relating to love or friendship, there is a stable one that's coming in. There's potential here. However, there's other options being highlighted. And that's why I keep seeing you in this reflective stage. You're trying to figure out what you want. And I feel like what you've been dealing with, you're realizing that isn't what you want. That's not in alignment with you. So your perspective is changing the next 6 months. And there's going to be different experiences coming your way. But it's up to you to figure out what exactly you want. What does your heart want? Now, for others of you, if this isn't dealing with love, Ace of Pentacles, it feels like, again, an option. You're going to be choosing from multiple. If this is dealing with a job, for example, because I keep seeing a transition. If this is dealing with career, there is something you're choosing to invest in, but it's almost like you're kind of reevaluating. Should I go forward with this? Is this really a good idea? The best thing you can do in the next 6 months is really understand what exactly do you want? What is your vision? And that's why we have death here, because once you make a decision, that's when the change happens. And that's why I keep seeing you, you're in between worlds. You don't know if you should go left, if you should go right. Should you stay? Should you go? You don't know. And then number 3, I feel like some of you guys could be a life path 3, for example. But 3 is all about co-creating. It's about using your voice, expression, working in a team. So you're being encouraged to take a rest, meditate, really connect with yourself and your higher self. Because I feel like what's coming through, especially with your aura quartz, there's a lot of divine downloads that will be coming your way. I'm seeing what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is, yes, you wearing white. You're going through a cleanse. And this transition stage is like you're letting go, you're shedding everything. And you're going to be presented with different options to really figure out what is best in alignment with the version of you that is becoming, okay? Now, we're going to clarify what exactly this is. Clarify the 5 of Cups reversed. Queen of Wands. And then we got the King of Pentacles. So someone could be a fire sign or earth sign. I'm seeing Scorpio as well. 5 of Swords reversed. Clarify the 7 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. It doesn't even feel like a test. It's more of you exploring. Okay, I'm channeling a song, and I'm seeing a water sign. And I keep seeing water, like you need to go near water. The song I'm channeling right now is Moment for Life by Nicki Minaj. The one line that's being highlighted is when she says, "This night just remind me of all the things they deprived me of." So it's almost like you've been dealing with some form of disappointment where you're not receiving what you truly deserve, pal 2. If I said pal 1, I greatly apologize, but pal 2, you've been dealing with something that you know you're better, like you deserve better. And I can see that with the Queen of Wands. It doesn't matter what you identify as. This is someone who's bold. This is someone who knows their worth. This is someone who's full of creativity. They take the lead. They're very influential. They're beautiful. They're beautiful inside and out. So pal 2, what have you been dealing with that you know you need to let go of? You need to leave. And I'm saying once you do that, and I think you are in the midst of doing it, you will be presented with multiple options, different opportunities. There's different doors opening up. That's what I keep saying. And with the 5 of Pentacles, you're going to be realizing, dang, I've been missing out on a lot. Like, oh my gosh, it's like you were not expressing your needs. You weren't speaking up for yourself or advocating. And you're realizing you were settling. This whole time you were settling. So there's going to be different options presented to you. If this is with love, you're going to be dating, going around and dating. And it's like, wow, I've been deprived. Like my person that I used to deal with was not giving me any love. Or if it's with a job, dang, I was very limited. You know, I was not growing in that old job. If it's with friendships, dang, I did not have good friends around me. Like apply it to your life. You're realizing all the things you truly deserve. And it's by you exploring. And with us ending with death and the star, this is beautiful. This is you transforming in such a beautiful way where you're not only healing, but you're so optimistic about the future. Okay? This is Scorpio and Aquarius. Scorpio is all about transformation. Aquarius is all about how can we innovate? How can we expand? Aquarius is a very high vibrational, higher conscious type of sign. All right. So it's almost like the opportunity that's coming in. I see, you know what this feels like? It feels like one door opens. When you enter that door, there's more doors opening up. And it's all about, okay, which one do I want to choose? So for the next 6 months, pal 2, explore, enjoy, entertain. That's what I'm getting, because you've been deprived. You've been locked down by something or someone that was not good for you. And it's time for you to explore and really feel out what's out there. You know, see what type of fish are in the sea. we got the king of cups here, you know. Wow. Am I getting anything else? I keep saying water. You need to go near water. Maybe you're choosing to travel. You know, maybe you've been locked down, or, you know, you're so used to staying in one area and now you want to travel everywhere. You want to drive, explore, road trips. I'm also seeing your friend group is going to be changing in the next 6 months as well. This is a time, you know, this is a time to have fun. That's what this feels like. A time for you to explore yourself. But I'm not saying like in an unhealthy way. Like don't put yourself in bad positions, right? But this is your time to explore what has been deprived, because it's like you've been asking and asking for something stable, for something that would grow. But with the 5 of Swords here, it's almost like whatever you were dealing with or whoever you were dealing with was avoiding, almost like restricting you from even experiencing anything. And you're the Queen of Wands. Like you don't let anyone or anything stop your fire. It's like you're a fire that was supposed to grow, but something kept blowing out your flame, blowing you out. And no, you're supposed to shine. You're supposed to be out there, have the spotlight on you. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing another song. I'm hearing Girls Want to Have Fun. And the line I'm hearing is, some boys take a beautiful girl and hide her away from the rest of the world. I want to be the one to walk in the sun. So some of you guys may have been dealing with a very unhealthy partner that was possessive. And we do got Scorpio here. So you possibly were dealing with a possessive partner in some way. And it's like they love how you shine. That's what attracted them to you. But they want to put you in a cage only for themselves. Girl, Yeah, the moon. It's like they wanted to hide you. Like your gifts was being hidden. Someone was trying to hide, or the situation you're in, hiding you, hiding your abilities, hiding what you can provide to the world, hiding your essence. It's like, no, you're supposed to be out there. You're supposed to fly and be free. Okay. And that's why you are reevaluating either your connections or what you truly want. So take this time to really connect with you, because you've been suppressed, pal, too. I really feel that. You've been hella suppressed. Okay. So we're going to get into your oracle cards. Wow. Oof. Okay. So we have dreams are coming true. Beautiful. Justice is coming. Right. Absolutely. Whatever you've been deprived of is coming to you, coming back to you. And like I said, the love you gave, the energy you gave is going to come back to you tenfold. That's what this feels like. Okay, what else? We have coin toss, choices, Virgo. So we got Virgo on the table. Beehive, diligent, persistent stamina, hard work, harvesting. Map, exploration. That's crazy. I kept saying explore. Do you guys have Sagittarius in your chart? Let me know. Or Aries. Find your way, locate, unknown destiny, new territory, new perspective and destination. And then we got cake, celebration, ceremony, and party. Wow. Yeah, I keep seeing Aries. We got Taurus and Virgo also here. All I can say, pal, too, is it's time for you to put yourself out there. See what you're going to catch. See what opportunities head your way. With this coin toss, you might be wondering, what should I do? Some of you guys are at a standstill right now. Like, you don't want to make a decision just yet, and you're possibly hoping for things to change by itself. But with it, I don't know if you heard that thunder, but that's confirmation. That junk shook the whole house. But what I'm saying is, maybe you're afraid to make a decision because that's going to really shake up everything. Okay. But here's the thing, change has to happen. So I would say first, take time to really get your thoughts in order, figure out what you want to do, and then make that decision. Once you make that decision, because I've seen the butterfly effect, that's what this says. So by you making a decision, that's going to open many doors for you. And I'm seeing you are a hard worker. You put in so much effort. So it's like whatever you are dealing with almost did not deserve the effort you put in. So for example, if it was a job, maybe they were underpaying you. Maybe they were increasing your workload and they were not give you any benefits. They weren't appreciating your hard work. Or if this is a partnership, this person was not appreciating your hard work. If this is family, maybe certain family members were putting all this responsibility on you and they were not being appreciative. So like I said, you are now going to be utilizing your energy elsewhere where you do receive rewards. You do receive acknowledgement. You do receive everything you could possibly want. All your dreams coming true. This is justice. This is the scales rebalancing. So just know it's like the door's opening for you in the next 6 months. And if this is you literally wanting to travel or get away, like physically getting away, I see that happening. And I do see by the end, what's really going to come out is a celebration. This is you being celebrated. This is you being recognized. Okay. I'm seeing some type of ceremony. There's some type of ceremony that is being highlighted. Maybe this is a wedding, a birthday, but there's some type of ceremony that's going to honor you in some way. And that's when you know, okay, I'm finally out of whatever funk I'm in. So with that being said, I'm going to pull some extra oracle cards here. I'm going to shuffle on camera to get any additional messages or find messages. I just saw the crown. So you're going to be wearing the crown in the next 6 months. Like being bestowed a position, being bestowed honor. Honor is coming to you. Wow, it came out again. Okay, so the card that flew out first is dissatisfaction with life. Cracked cup. This is you not being happy with your circumstances. This is you going through the transition stage and making those changes. And then crown. And I did mention the crown chakra with your angel aura quartz. Crown, it says honor and respect will come to you. So if you felt disrespected, if you felt like people were viewing you as a dishonor. You know, honor is coming back to you. It's like people are recognizing your worth. That's what this feels like. October could be highlighted. So this could happen in October. Maybe you are a Scorpio, because I didn't mention Scorpio, or Libra. And Libra is the scales. It's the scales of justice. And Scorpio is all about things changing as a result. So, and then we got grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. So like I said before, you don't have to make the decision right away. It's best not to make things off the whim. So meditate first, figure out what you want, get the downloads, because I feel like your connection to the universe, to God, divine, whatever you believe in, that is strengthening. And I feel like they've been giving you nudges to start planning. And they're going to help you through this transition stage that I was seeing. Your life used to be black and white, you know, very gray, very monotone. But now you're walking into experience that's full of color. So what's clarifying cracked cup is funnel, period of frustrations, lessons to be learned. And just know everything you were dealing with was a lesson. That's why your perspective is changing. That's why you're entering a more prosperous time, because you figured out the lesson. You figured out exactly what you want, or that's what's about to happen. And either better love is coming, better connections, better experiences, better career opportunities are all coming in just for you, because you deserve it. Pineapple, we have reconciliation. Some of you guys might like pineapples. That's tropical. That's like a tropical fruit. So we have not unsuccessful plans. And then another month is coming in. We have June. So we are currently in June, but this is a timeless reading. Someone could be born in October or June. So I'm getting Taurus and Gemini. No. Gemini and Cancer. Okay. And then we got career. Underlying energies at hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So you will be receiving the help. I do feel that. Now, what's so interesting is, if you are wondering what's going to be the breaking point, it's when a plan does not go through and you're noticing, wow, I'm being limited. That's when all this shifts. And I feel like this possibly happened already. Maybe this happened past October, like last October, from whenever you're watching this. Now, what's interesting is I feel like once you transition, once you get yourself out of this transition stage, do I see potential reconciliation? Do I see someone trying to return or trying to talk things out with you? Yeah, I do. And it's because they're seeing what they did not appreciate. They're seeing your value. And this is like the classic tale. They don't realize what they have until they lose it, right? That's what this is talking about. So you're going to be realizing what you don't have, what you never had by dealing with this person or this experience, and they're going to be realizing what they no longer have. My, doesn't justice and karma work beautifully? So I would say something you can look forward to, pal, to expect karma to really be on your side. Karma is gonna be your best friend. I'm just put it that way. Karma is gonna be your best friend. You're gonna see this happen. Watch your life change in the next 6 months. Be easy with yourself. Don't make any rash decisions, but just know once you make a decision, that's when the dominoes start to fall. That's when all the chain events, the progress, the movement. Is it gonna be a little bit of an emotional roller coaster? I would not be surprised. I'm just gonna let you know. You might have moments where you're like, dang, when is this gonna end? Or maybe you might get emotional. You might be crying. You might be having little triggers here and there. But that's for you to understand a different perspective and to get your vision in order. So with that being said, Pal 2, I hope this resonates. Let me know your stories in the comment section. I would love to read it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the opalite, this message is for you. You know, out of all the crystals, I would say this is my favorite one. Opalite is just so pretty. It's iridescent. When I see this, I think of magic. I think of the inner magician within you and being able to believe in the impossible. So perhaps this is a theme for the next 6 months. You're going to be realizing that magic is around you. Maybe you have your own inner magic and you're going to be unlocking that. Just things feel very fantasy-like. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, there's going to be some fantasy themes coming up in the next 6 months. And who knows, you might be seeing something a little bit supernatural. I'm kind of getting that down a little. But anyways, let's get into your aura. So I have your aura right here. I have your oracle cards pre-shuffled already, but I'm going to shuffle your tarot cards on camera. But this is going to be like the energy you're embodying, or I guess dealing with. And then this card is going to be dealing with theme for the next 6 months. Okay, let's get into it. We have rejection in reversed. Okay. And then the overall energy is to the sea. Number 7. Okay. So I'm getting the root chakra being highlighted. Interesting. Pile 3. I see. So you could be a life path 7, or maybe you're seeing 777 a lot. But this is all about spirituality. So next 6 months, you're going to realize why something did not work or why it shouldn't have worked. Now, rejection, the fact that it's in the past, I kind of feel like you dealt with this already. Maybe you're still dealing with the aftermath of rejection. So this could be you not getting a job or a position that you've been wanting. This could be you not getting accepted to a program or whatever. This could be you being rejected in love. Again, take what resonates. It's like overall, the energy of rejection may have been following you for quite some time now. But to the sea, what I liked about this is you moving forward. It's kind of mimicking the 6 of Swords. So mentally, it's like you're moving past any rejections you've been dealing with. So it's almost like the wound, the trigger, the wound of rejection is going to be healed in the next 6 months, or you'll be working on that. And you're going to understand why everything happened the way it did. And that's why it kind of ties back to your crystal. I said magic. Yeah, like you're going to realize the magic around you. So it's almost like you're receiving guidance and confirmation of why something did not work. And you're going to be blown away. It's like, oh, okay, I see now. There's something better. There's something better out there for you, Pile 3. So, okay. Rejection is divine protection. Rejection is redirection. Those things are coming up. So okay, let's see what's the tea then. All right. So Pile 3, what do you need to know? So we have this 10 of Wands showing up. King of Swords. So I'm getting an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be you could have placements in those signs, or maybe you're dealing with somebody with that placement. Anyways, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, 2 of Wands. We got the Star. I want to clarify the 10 of Wands, please. Clarify the 10 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing some stress. You may have been stressed. Maybe your sense of stability and security is not really present at the moment. You may feel like you're wandering. Yeah, that's what this feels like. It's like you're wandering all over the place. There's no direction. But you're being redirected. Interesting. So, Pile 3, you might feel like you're wandering aimlessly in life. You may not know where exactly you're being led. Maybe you had this idea or this plan set into place, but it got rejected. It didn't play out as you thought it would. And now you're just wondering, okay, what do I do now? So stability-wise, and even with this card, it's the color red. That's the root chakra. That's your stability. That's you feeling secure. You don't feel secure at the moment. However, what's coming through is divine intervention, divine orchestration. That's what I'm hearing. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Pile 3, the fact that you got this card. So this is an extra major arcana that this deck gives. And this comes after the world. So what comes after the world? It's the universe. This is like literally divine forces working with you. And you see how she's holding a wand? Like I said, it's going to feel magical how things transpire. You're not wandering aimlessly. You're not lost. You're actually moving in the right direction, whether you know it or not. Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's movement. There is movement. Then the Nine of Cups. You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of, the beginning of The Lion King? The circle of life, I think. That's what this is reminding me of. Everything will come full circle for you. In the next 6 months, you're going to understand why something wasn't for you. I'm seeing your vision being fixed. Like you're seeing a different perspective. You're getting clear with the King of Swords. You're getting clear on exactly what you need to do. The butterflies are standing out to me. It's like you're transforming. You've been going through some form of transformation. And I'm seeing your efforts. Everything you've been doing is paying off. It is leading you in the right direction. Even if you were dealing with failures. Failures is part of the journey. Things not working out is part of the journey. That's actually still progress, even if you feel like it's not. And I'm seeing with the Five of Pentacles, although you're not receiving one opportunity, or although you're not getting what you initially desire, what's actually promised to you is way more abundant, way more sustaining for you. And I'm seeing with the rainbow here, maybe rainbows are significant for you, but this is all about promises. There is something better promised to you, and you're going to see why. So in the next 6 months, I see you in a better position. It may not feel like that at first. It may feel very, like, I'm not going to lie, Pile 3. You're going to feel a little bit lost. You're going to feel like, I don't know where my life is taking me. I'm just wandering aimlessly at sea. But what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is your sail, the wind is carrying you to the right destination. You don't see the wind. You can feel it. And you don't know where exactly is leading you to, but there's a destination that's way better for you. You're not lost at sea. It's actually working for you. So I see there's a burden. The reason why something isn't working, and this is what you're going to find out, is because it's restricting. It's not, the outcome wouldn't be the best for you. You're going to notice there's limits. Like whatever this opportunity was, or whoever this person was that rejected you, it was limiting. It wasn't going to allow you to grow in any way. And just the amount of work you've been doing, the hard work you have, you're a hard worker. That's what I can see. When you put your mind to something, usually do achieve it. But when there is resistance, that can usually be an indicator that there's another option better for you. And you're going to see the progress here. I see you starting a new journey. I'm seeing you taking a different path. You're going to be presented with an option here. Another option. One door closes, many more opens, and the timing of it seems insane. So for example, let's say you get a rejection from a job. You end up getting an acceptance elsewhere right after that. Or let's say you separate from somebody and you're taking some time alone. Then all of a sudden you randomly meet this person at a coffee shop or while you're at an event. And you're noticing, wow, I really vibe with this person. I really like how they make me feel. And I like the conversations we're having. It's one of those things. And it's almost like you see there's so much more to this reality than what you've been aiming for this whole time. You know what I'm seeing in my mind's eye? You may be wanting a rose, like your flowers. But what God has promised you is a garden full of roses. Not just a bouquet, no, a whole garden, a whole vineyard. That's what's promised to you. So don't focus on the bouquet. There's a vineyard waiting for you. Okay? And like Five of Pentacles. This is what you were aiming for. And that's why the gates were closed. But this is what's meant for you. So the next 6 months, there's more opportunities heading your way. But do I still feel the energy of rejection? Yes. Maybe beginning, I would say maybe the first half, you might be feeling the rejection. So the first 3 months, you may be working through the rejection wound that you've been dealing with. But after that, there's a turnaround. I'm seeing a turnaround. It's like you get clear, you understand, okay, if it's not meant for me, it's not meant for me. And that's when the universe takes the wheel. That's when God takes the wheel. Okay, so that's beautiful. You'll understand. That's all I can say. You will understand. We have mother. We have new romantic cycle. Okay, so if this doesn't resonate, then don't take this message. But I am getting, for some of you guys, you may be a parent. Maybe you're a mother. I'm getting a single mother being highlighted here. You may feel like that's limiting you. Like, because you have a child already, you think you're not going to find love again. No, that's wrong. Like, that's further from the truth. You will be meeting someone new. Or maybe if you're into feminines, maybe this next person is a mother or they have maternal energy. But I'm getting a lot of nurturing. It's like what's missing in your connection. If this is dealing with romance, you're missing the nurturing side of a connection where you feel loved, where you're looked after, where you're taken care of, right? Maybe that was missing, and this is the energy you're walking towards. So there is a new cycle. So like I said, if love has not been treating you well, there's a new cycle here where you're going to be taken care of. Like, you're going to be dealing with a provider. That's the best way to describe it. A provider is heading your way, if that's something you've been wanting. We have thunderstorm, and it literally was thunderstorming earlier. But we got power, destruction, opportunity to overcome, energy shift, Scorpio. Water carrier, this is Aquarius energy. Humanitarian, generosity, caring for others. Slingshot, tension, anxiety, pressure. Pulled in the opposite direction. Yeah. And then we got convertible, many options. Free will, adjacent possibilities. So it's almost like the next 6 months, don't limit your view. Because I kind of feel like some of you guys might still try whatever you don't want to walk away from. Like, you're still trying, but eventually you're going to give up. It's like, okay, I shouldn't be dealing with this. And you're right. You should not be dealing with anything. You shouldn't be dealing, okay? You should be experiencing. So I see you taking your hand off the wheel and you're surrendering. I think that's the first thing you need to do. Surrender and allow the magic to happen. There will be a lot of changes, okay? That's what I'm seeing with thunderstorm. There is a major shift. And when this happens, I'm seeing that you're going to be pulled in a different direction. You may feel like you're lost. You may not know what exactly is about to happen. That can be scary, but this is you surrendering and just believing. Your faith is definitely going to be tested. And I don't say that in a bad thing. It's more of you showing God, you showing the universe, hey, I have faith in where you're leading me to. Take the wheel. I'm letting you in control, okay? And when that happens, you end up finding yourself at the right place, at the right time, meeting the right people, the right circumstances. And it's like, wow. You're going to be seeing a lot of symbolisms as well. One sign I'm seeing is the arrow. So you might be seeing random symbolisms dealing with arrows. So I'm seeing Sagittarius in my mind's eye. So, wow, even I'm actually looking at a spray I have over here and I did not realize it. You see how it says it has an arrow right here? And this is to inspire love. So it's almost like Cupid is going to be hitting you with an arrow and you're going to be led towards somebody. But anyways, an arrow. So you could even be seeing this type of symbolism. You might be, someone is trying to attract love, I'm seeing. So maybe working with rose and vanilla, those scents. I'm also seeing patchouli, but not just arrow. I'm seeing a compass as well. So you might be seeing symbolisms relating to compass. Maybe some of you guys have a tattoo of an arrow or a heart, maybe a compass as well. Or you might be seeing, I'm seeing like a car and the sticker is of a compass, like on the back of a car. So those are some examples. But if you're seeing those symbolisms a lot, then you know you're on the right path. I'm also seeing the number 6 as well. I'm just looking at this card. It says going with the wind. So that's almost like what you're doing in the next 6 months. What? That's crazy. I said I'm seeing the number 6. Obviously 6 months, okay? But someone here could be an Aquarius. Now, side note. If this is dealing with a mother, I'm getting something about a maternal wound, like mother wounds. That is something you might also be addressing in the next 6 months. Your connection with your mom, if it's not so great, will be improving. That's what I'm hearing. But it's because you're choosing your own path and you're showing your mom or this maternal figure you're on the right path and you know what you're doing. It's almost like you prove yourself to this person. And it's terrible that you have to prove yourself, but it's almost like because you're proving and you're making a lot of progress, this person is now becoming more open to you and at least trusting you. So that's just a side message. But anyways, let's get into some other cards. I'm also seeing if random people start to help you, that's also a sign that you're being guided. Like people randomly want to help you with something or try to give you advice. I feel like that's how the universe or that's how God is trying to talk to you. By presenting these people. It's like earthly guides. I'm hearing angels in human form. Wow. So you're going to be dealing with people who are actually angels. Like their energy is angelic. And they're here to help you. Divine assistance, divine guidance. So be wary of who you end up meeting. Because you could be dealing with an earth angel. We have discord among friends and family. I'm hearing I got a lot of rats in my camp. So you might be feeling like you're surrounded by rats, people who don't care for you, or people who are always instigating things. Maybe that's why I'm getting a mother wound here. I don't know, that's too many cards. What else does the collective need to know? We have Eagle. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. You will succeed. And I see you having a higher perspective. Reconciliation. So I did mention you might be reconciling with a mother in the future, in the next 6 months, or possibly family members. Opportunities are waiting for you. And we have good fortune. So you are in good hands. I'm seeing good luck heading your way. Like I said, being at the right place at the right time. Your luck is definitely changing, for sure. We have Tower. Solid foundation, success with effort. Anything else that's the collective need to know? Love. You will be successful in love and triumph over any heartbreak, any pain you're experiencing, especially dealing with rejection wounds. You will be overcoming it because I'm seeing the energy of love surrounding you, and it's going to be through people. Your perspective of love is going to be changing as well. Temporary situation. Yeah, there's going to be a temporary reconciliation. But if it's temporary, it's because you're being protected. I'm seeing you ending things off on a good note with someone. Courage, a journey, either physical or mental. So you're going to be making moves. If this is someone from the past, like let's say you broke up, or maybe someone broke up with you. I'm seeing ghosting could be part of it too. This person might be making a temporary return, but they're still not for you. It's just for you to gain closure. So some of you guys will be gaining closure from either a ghosting situation or a breakup. And then we have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. And because of that, I see you, like, meanwhile, you're going to be moving towards more love, like meeting more people. And then this person, if this is a love connection from the past, will be reaching out. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. So I mentioned, take note of who you're meeting, because you might be dealing with an earth angel. Someone who will care for you. Yeah, and that's going to be happening, and then simultaneously someone from the past is going to be returning to make amends, or I guess give you closure. compliments from an admirer. So I see you getting compliments as well. What else does the collective need to know? Arrow. Yeah. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. That's crazy. I said arrow too. So definitely take note. If you're seeing arrows, that's one of your signs. Comment down an arrow at the bottom of this video so I know which pile you chose. But we have arrows, we have eagles, pineapples might be significant, even beetles. Those are some signs coming through. Also the water, boats, compasses. So with that being said, pile 3, you are on the right path. You'll be guided, and life is going to be making a complete turn with love. Love will be improving your love situation. There's going to be more people heading your way, and I'm seeing you closing out a cycle that's been very difficult. But just know you're not lost. You're not lost. You're on the right path. So with that being said, I'll see you guys later. And yeah, comment down your stories. I would love to read it. Anyways, bye.